All right, today we're going to dive into a feeling that I think so many of us know in our bones, but we might not have the words for it. It's that deep, almost magnetic pull we feel towards dogs.
I mean, you know exactly the one I'm talking about, right? You spot a dog across the street and you just get this little jolt of joy. Or maybe you're the person who, when a dog walks into a room, you kind of secretly tracking it, just hoping it decides to come settle down near you.
Well, that feeling, that's what we're going to unpack today. We're going to explore the psychology and even some of the science behind this incredibly powerful connection. And we're going to start with the two very different emotional roads that can lead us here. So let's get into it. Our journey really begins by understanding that this profound bond can actually grow from two very different starting points. Think of it like a fork in the road. On one hand, this intense love for a dog can come from a search for safety. It's a reaction to a past where love might have felt, well, a little complicated. And on the other hand, it can be this incredible, courageous choice to love something with your whole heart, even when you know your time together is short. Okay, so let's walk down that first path. This one often resonates with people who, for whatever reason, learned early on that human connection can be kind of tricky. For some people, that deep bond with a dog really grows out of a past where human love felt, well, conditional, where affection, as our source material so perfectly puts it, came with fine print. It's that search for a love that doesn't make you feel like you constantly have to earn it. And this is what makes a dog's love so healing. Just think about it for a second. Your dog has never once looked at you and thought, you could be doing better. Their love is just there. It's steady. And for a nervous system that's been trained to brace for unpredictability from people, that kind of consistency feels like coming home. It's sacred.
But hey, that's just one side of the coin. Now, let's talk about that second path. This one isn't about healing a past wound. This is all about making a brave, open-hearted choice right here in the present.
I mean, really think about what it takes to bring a dog into your life. You know the deal from the very beginning. You know that heartbreak is literally built into the agreement. And you still say yes. You choose to lean in and love something temporary with everything you've got. And that, right there, is just profound. It's this quiet, powerful kind of bravery to choose that love, knowing full well what it's going to cost you down the road. And some people do this over and over again in their lives, loving each new dog completely. It's amazing. So, whether your own story is about finding safety or making a courageous choice, there's something else going on that unites every single dog lover. And this is where it gets really fascinating, because there's actual biology at play here. Get this. A 2015 study from the journal Science found something incredible. When you and your dog just look into each other's eyes, that's it, just eye contact, both of your brains get a hit of oxytocin. That's the same powerful hormone that bonds a mother and a newborn baby. It's literally a biochemical feedback loop of love. Let that sink in for a second. This means your dog isn't just a passive little fluff ball soaking up your affection. Nope. They are an active participant in your emotional world. Every time they gaze at you, they are, in a very real, chemical sense, helping your brain manufacture the feeling of love. And there's more. Research also shows that, on average, dog owners tend to score higher on measures of empathy. Now, we don't know if that's a chicken or the egg situation. Do dogs make you more empathetic? Or are empathetic people just more likely to get a dog in the first place? But it makes sense, doesn't it? If you spend years learning to understand a creature that can't talk, you get really, really good at reading nonverbal cues. Okay, so this brings us to our last piece of the puzzle, and it's a bit more delicate. It gets right to the heart of why, for a lot of us, our relationship with our dog can sometimes feel, well, simpler, cleaner, and maybe even safer than our relationships with other people. So why is that? Why do we sometimes have that quiet thought that our dog is the only one who gets me? Well, the answer might tell us just as much about our human relationships as it does about our dogs. The source material just nails it here. Dogs don't gaslight you. They don't give you the silent treatment for 3 days for reasons they refuse to explain. That whole relationship is just free of all those messy human complications that can make being close to someone feel so confusing. And because of that, a dog can actually become this really useful mirror. When you feel that absolute safety and consistency from them, it can make you stop and ask yourself, why don't I feel this way in my other relationships? What am I missing? What would it take for a person to make me feel this safe?
And all of this leads to what is maybe the deepest, most powerful reason for this entire bond. Your dog is often the only living being who has ever seen the completely raw, unedited version of you.
Think about it. They've seen you at your absolute worst. They've seen you crying on the bathroom floor. They were there when you ate cereal for dinner 3 nights straight because that's all you had the energy for. They have seen you at your most uncomposed. And in those moments, when you weren't performing for anyone, they didn't leave. They just stayed in the room. And maybe that's why losing them is so unbelievably painful. You're not just losing a pet. You're losing the only witness to your truest, most vulnerable self.
So, if you've ever felt that your love for your dog was a little bit extra or over the top, just remember this. You're not excessive. You're not crazy. You just know what it feels like to be loved, truly and unconditionally, well. And you were just wise enough not to take that incredible gift.